từ gỗ là hồi đấy á. Cho mình cùng nhiều gỗ ấy. Nào này việc họ mà này việc họ mà cái này này chúng ta lên hơn ô lên lý gì hoặc đi không nàyเอาแล้วบางทีนะถ้าคุณมีเลยทีนะมีอยู่ก็น้ำมีเห็ดปุ๋ยด้วยนะน้ำวันนี้เราก็เลยเห็ดปุ๋ยด้วยเดี๋ยวมีหอมปุ๋ยđâu họp thì nghỉ họp chứ đi họp thì đến quán đi được không phải là đi ná đi họp chứ em phải họp có đứa nhiên được nghỉ cả cái buổi họp rồi đứa nhiên được nghỉ cả buổi họp không ngán phải họp tổ với nhau đi đến họp hồi đâu phải là họp tổ sẽ bây giờ đi bước người nào đấy vì nó họp sẽ nhiều đó thì tí đó video cả đến quán cả nhắn nó nổi đây mày vừa ăn người ra nhiều tiểu mà điều đó mình nhìn ra thay cái gì bắt người mỗi mà quan trọng là chỉ hay này vài nhắn có được chó mà đấy được ăn hơi chó không nó tụi nó nặng mẹ mà ăn quả là cái chín không bắp xanh đây cho nằm đi vải được mua này phải nha này em ơi nằm đi vải mua này đưa nhà đưa mà liền đó bạn đã đi ăn cho đi đâu mà bạn khẽ đây nó của mình đi bữa trước đi chơi thì điểm này đi chơi rồi đó sợ máy đá bạn sợ nổi để người ta mua phải công nghệ người ta sẽ nó cả nhát để giá thì cô đâu giá rồi là như thế nó có một trào bạn vài hai vậy mới này phải đi đã nó cái công lượng chứ thành như một bé đam em cũng bị mực ăn có một món đam vậy để nhiều mắt rất món thiệt rất tươi rất món ăn rất thiệt được mà đam ơi đam cũng để bắt tát đam nó phải đậu tôi sợ mấy cái nặng chứ thế mà tiệm đâu rồi là còn là cái miếu hổ đấy đi hổ đi chấp ảnh đó kiểu mà đam bắt cái đừng cái đồ ái nữa bên nhỏ nó cái tiền đam nó chi bay chi đó nó sắp mãi còn mấy cái đó là mua được có là để chi đấy có vẻ tạo đây chứ đó có là mua là cái gì á kinh doanh như đó vì lợi nhuận đó họ lương tâm đồng tiền nào đồng tiền là cái ăn thịt để không chỉ được ra đàm rồi sáu kề của trên cái ngũ này đam không đấy đúng rồi mấy cái này còn cho nhỏ chứ sao không máy đam có đâu sáng ai làm được mua đâu đấy mới đắt mùng đắt mẹ cái thành có đắt đạm chứ có ai làm cái gia cái cả đời mới để mua cái chuối bò món này cái đợt tiền để cho nó mua nó nhiều tài là mua để cho chồng mình cái gì mà đau để đau lắm đau phần cả thuốc rồi con hệ mất đài rồi phải đào con hệ lên đài rồi đều xong đàm để nó tưới đừng ngay rồi tưới đừng ngay rồi chứ hệ đá đài nóng bệnh cho em nó đỡ vậy chứ mấy cái này có thể nó lấy cái trong đó phải đào đâu thì chờ ra từ của hệ mê đài đó của cái hệ lên đài rồi hai năm giải sợ tổng kể đây học non với cái đấy trường nhà mình cũng tổng kể cho nên là mình đi ăn về rồi là về ngủ muốn ngủ quá chạy về ngủ quên em được từng đẩy thấy rồi đặt rồi được làm phẳng anh đi chó cho mình mốt xong rồi bài học đều đó về chỉ hay đều thôi mà bảo cô ấy cái gì nắng bảo ấy cô lên cái đó
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Wow.
Oh, you look so good.
Hi, Lucy.
Yes.
How are you, teachers?
We are fine.
Always fine.
Yes. And you?
No more schoolwork.
No.
It's holiday today.
It's holiday. Yes.
Teachers, last week, am I right? Last week you told me that you want Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
No. We don't want. Yes.
You don't want? But you told me.
It's just not but now we change our idea.
Yeah, you want to finish it soon. That's why you want to have Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. Am I right? You said it.
But now we want to like longer talk nonsense with each other.
Okay, so now you don't want to have Friday. Just Monday and Wednesday. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Why you are very far? You are now very far from the camera. Yes, I cannot see your beautiful faces. So Teacher Moon is not here.
Yes. Moon and Mary. Yes, they have something to do at their school. Yes.
Also Mary.
Yes, Mary and Moon.
Ah, they are very hardworking. You're really far from the camera. You are really far from the camera. Yeah, it's really far. Your faces are very small.
We come here. Let that go.
You are really smart.
Is it okay?
Yeah, now it's now near. Okay, I just checked your writing.
Yes.
Yeah. How did you check it? Did you check it after I check it? Did you read again your writings? Not yet? I want you to read the final writing, the one I sent. Okay, so let's go first to Teacher Daisy. Okay. I sent it personally and also in the group chat. Okay, Teacher Daisy, are you ready to read it? Yes, I already sent it.
Do you want to come back to your childhood days?
Yes.
Everyone will be eager to say yes to this question. All of us were students, or now are students. Before we don't go to school every day, just to learn and to study, but also to enjoy life. I remember a wonderful day in summer when we lived without worrying about earning money. Oh, I love my childhood days. I really like to be a young girl again.
Actually, I like your writing, Teacher Daisy, but I think it's lacking.
Yeah.
Okay, this is just a short writing. But hopefully you will do a long writing because you have good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, just use your childhood days. So let's go to teacher Lucy. Even she was absent, she also passed her writing. Very good. Can you please read your writing, teacher Lucy?
That's raise my writing. You didn't reply my writing. I didn't say
No, I sent it. I sent it in the group chat.
group. Okay. Yes. I always pay attention to how to keep fit and stay healthy. To live, to work out well is a good health. So I have some suggestions to keep my body healthy. Every morning I wake up early and spend 20 minutes to do aerobics. I don't ever forget to have a big breakfast with much fruits and vegetables because it is very important to provide my body much energy as I work all day. I never drink any alcohol, beer or coffee, but I drink a lot of water. I always eat plenty of fruits and vegetables because it supplies me vitamins to make my skin bright and my body get stronger.
Yes, teacher Daisy and teacher Lucy, you don't have many errors or many mistakes. So you have good writing skills. Even it's very short, but I know you have writing skills. So continue practicing, all right? So let's go to black. The first one I checked.
One of the happiness decision I made in life was to become a teacher. I always feel wonderful things happen every day whenever I meet my students at the school, where I am able to teach them both lessons in the textbook and lessons in life. Especially, my students are my teachers too, because I also learn many things from them. Honestly, I sometimes feel younger than my age, and I seems like I remember my childhood days, and it is really great.
All right. So teacher Black, you also have short writing, but I love your idea. You have good writing skills too. Later, I will have questions to all of you. Okay. Hi, Teacher Moon. Are you not busy anymore? Yeah, so let's go now to Teacher Lily.
Yes. Moon, you change your decision after become much better. I look at the rating, so I return my class.
All right. That's great. Okay, let's go now to Teacher Lily.
Yes, here I will teach some of the reason for talking on night calls. First, if a person is had to method towards knowledge to order fulfill in his career. Yes, online learning is a great alternative to traditional universities. In fact, it's the special for those who cannot come and manage to get stable from traveling for those who are studying. Moreover, summer life course is provided good knowledge for remote learning and can offer a particular price. Actually, online lesson offers students an opportunity to present and participate in the public classes. Teachers are paid to pay taxes. In conclusion, online classes are ideal for students to concentrate on their knowledge practice. Learning through online more secure and effective.
All right. Teacher Lily, do you like reading newspaper?
Yes.
Yeah, because the way I see your writing, it's like you are good or you like reading newspapers. You are like what do you call this? An editor of a newspaper. Yes, you have good writing skills because you really explore to your ideas. You have made long writing. So congratulations for that. Okay, let's go to teacher Candy. The one, teacher Candy has no errors. I was really shocked. Wow, this is a good writing. Yes, no mistakes. Only the word MC. Yeah, so I want you to read your writing, teacher Lily. Teacher Candy.
Gentle care is the cold, paradise one of the most beautiful place in China. A botanical site such coming in center of Vietnam. Which is a discovered by a local man in 2005 and we explored and was explored by British I and my family had visited the place since 2014. There are many things that by walking down this path of the stairs of Nelson Island. There are so many towers which are clearly formed from Rossi's walking through the cave. The water are flowing under those steps. Water surrounding the cave. Everybody ever been impressed by the beauty of the cave, with a professional MCs. Uh, and whoever came there had taken some photo to memorize that trip. You should go down to sit down.
Yes, I want to go. I was really shocked, teacher Candy, because you don't have any mistakes. Yeah, in writing. We will find out later because we will have another writing, your IELTS writing test. So later I will really know how good you are in writing. Okay, so teacher Moon.
The environment is an important part of our life. A clean environment is necessary for a peaceful and healthy life. An environment is a natural surrounding which human beings, animal and plants living to grow and develop naturally. Nowadays, our environment is disturbed in many different ways. Something disturbed from the balance of natural effect affect the whole environment. It does not only ruin human lives but also affect all living creatures today. We can say our environment with a small step done by everyone on earth. We should reduce the amount of waste by properly treating it. And another simple way, it is a very important to say the environment is by protecting it as we protect our existence.
All right. So So, Teacher Moon, Teacher Candy, and Teacher Lily, you have long writing. So, I think you are a good reader. Also, Lucy and Daisy and Black, you're divided into two groups, which I was observing. But later, I will really have an observation through your IELTS writing test. So, this is not yet the time that I will measure your writing skills, but later I will discover how you write. Okay, do you know IELTS? Do you have any idea of IELTS? Do you have any idea of IELTS? IELTS. No?
No.
Seriously?
You don't have it.
Okay, IELTS.
IELTS here we try to get their FCE.
Okay. International English Language Testing System.
Yes.
So from the start of this course, we have not having our tests in different skills like reading, speaking, listening, and writing. But since we are almost done with this course, later we will have your first IELTS writing test. All right? So, but first, as you observe in your writing, what did you observe when I checked your work? What did you observe when I checked your writing? Do you have any observations how I check your writing?
You did it very carefully.
Okay, I read it carefully.
Yes, and you spend much time to check our writing.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
No, you're welcome. What else? What did you observe? Did I change your idea?
No, change your idea? No.
Did I change the whole idea of your writing?
You only correct some the sentence, spelling, and the organization. Yes.
Okay, I only organize your sentences and change some words.
Yes.
But the idea, is it changed or not?
You
No,
use
the idea.
you do not
No, I did not change
correct
the idea of your writing.
Yes. And your words
Okay.
you use in our writing is very very nice. Okay. And
All right.
every sense.
How about you teachers? How do you check your students' writing? Do you change the idea of their writing?
No, we just
No.
correct them mistake their spelling and grammar structure.
And
Okay.
interested students' idea. Yes.
All right. So we teachers, in conclusion, we respect the ideas of our students. Every idea of a person is very important. Whatever it is, story, how short it is or how long it is, do not change the idea. But maybe after the writing, you can add suggestions. Okay, after you read, maybe, for example, maybe you can add conclusion here because I don't understand the end part of your writing. So somewhat like that. But do not add any idea. Okay? So you have to know this because it's very important. We don't change the idea of our students. But some writing tests, it is already provided. Okay, maybe the questions it's already provided. But what we did last week is I only let you write what do you like to write. Okay? But later, our test, the question is already provided. Okay? I think it will be difficult, somewhat like difficult, but I know it's easy for you because I see the writing skills in you. Okay? Yes. All right. So before we have our test, let's continue first our lesson. Okay, in writing part. So Teacher Moon is already here. Okay, where did we stop, Teacher Lucy? Teacher Lucy was absent. Where did we stop, Teacher Daisy?
Yeah. Number 7, you assessment to grow students' process and needs.
Use assessments to gauge.
Gauge.
Okay, that's gauge. Gauge students' progress and needs. I think we're done with this. So we are moving now to types of writing activities.
Yes.
Okay, types of writing activities. Number 1, please read Teacher Lucy.
Types of writing activities. Okay. 7 multiply 7 multiply 7.
Okay, 7 times 7 times 7.
Find the 7th book from the bookshelf. Open it up to page 7. Look at the 7th sentence on the page. Begin a poem that begins with that sentence and limit the length to 7 lines.
Okay, so one of the activity, this is very fun. Okay, especially to your first meeting with your students. So you will have a book. Let your student get their book and go to page 7 and let them look the 7th sentence on the page and begin a poem that begins with that sentence and limit the length to 7 lines. Have you done this to your students? No, not yet. So you can try this, okay? Yeah. All right, so let's go to number 2. Magazine puzzle. Please read, Teacher Daisy.
Yeah. Magazine puzzles. Cut out interesting words, faces, and images from images from a magazine. Place them in a bowl. Close your eyes and pull out 2 of these magazine snippets. Write a mini story of not more than 250 words.
Okay, that is snippet. Snippet.
Snippets.
Okay, magazine snippets. Do you know what is snippets? Okay, snippets means a small piece.
Small piece.
Yeah, small piece. So cut out interesting words, phrases, and images from a magazine. Place them in a bowl, close your eyes, and pull out 2 of these magazine snippets. Write a mini story of not more than 250 words. Okay, so this is good for secondary students. Okay, they will cut words or phrases or maybe images. Okay, and they will put it in a bowl and they will close their eyes and pull out 2 of these magazine snippets, a piece of them. So maybe you will prepare a bowl in your table. Okay, after, for example, you will choose to let them cut an images or an image, and then they will put all images they cut in a bowl. And after, you will just let them pick 1 or 2 piece of that images they have cut. Okay? So this is only an example how you let them begin to write, an idea to write. So this is also fun. So you can try it out in your first school after vacation, after holiday. Only Teacher Moon is busy now,
Yes.
and Teacher Mary. The other teachers, no more schoolwork.
Yes, she busy at
Yes.
school.
She go to school.
Okay. So number 3, pin the atlas. Okay, please read Teacher Black.
Pin the atlas. Find a word mark and lightly put your finger on a spot. Then pretend you are a travel writer and write about the world experience you had in that particular country.
All right, this is also fun. Have you done this? Have you done this, teacher?
No, they are new.
Oh, this is very common to English teachers. They will prepare a map and then they will just let a big map, of course, and then they will let their students stand up and point the country they want to go, and they will just travel through writing. Okay, they will express their ideas, what they are doing in that country they choose. Okay, so hope you will not forget this. Hope you will do this in your school, in your class.
Yes.
Okay? Or maybe tell other English teachers. Okay, number 4, first. So please read Teacher Lily.
Yes. Define a first, your first kiss, your first kitten, your first day at school. All will make salad stories.
Okay, first. So the topic is first. So describe a first. Maybe a first food. Your first food. Your first kiss. Or your first fruit. Your first vegetable. There are a lot, right? Your first country. So you can have many categories for your students. First. Okay, Teacher Lucy, what is your first kiss? Describe your first kiss. Was it bitter? Sweet?
I asked Daisy about this. Let Daisy say.
Yes. So it's okay. It's not only first kiss. Okay, it can be first hug. Okay, first teacher. Yeah. So your students will have a fun day when you will do this to your activity in English. Okay? First. Okay, number 5. Hello, you. Please read Teacher Kane.
Hello, you. Write a letter to your future self. What do you want to say?
All right. Write a letter to your future self. What do you want to say? So I know you have done this, of course, right? You have done this, right? With your students? No? Really? This is very common. Common activity in English. Write a letter to your future self. Really? No? Not yet? Okay, so maybe, yes, you can have this to your students. My future. The title is My Future. I know I will become a successful teacher. Like Teacher Black's writing. Have you seen? Yeah. He was reminiscing the past that she has thought that she will become a teacher. And now she's having a good day with her students because that memory with her students brings her back to the past, to her childhood days. So it's a good thing, a good topic for your students. My future, myself in the future, me in the future. So it can be whatever the title is, as long as the future. Okay, number 6. I remember. Please read, Teacher Moon.
Yes. I remember. Start a paragraph with I remember and let some memories dictate what you write.
Okay, I remember. What do you think a topic that starts I remember? I remember my first kiss. They are thinking with their husbands. So what do you think? Can you give me a topic? I remember. Can you continue? Teacher Moon, I remember my first snap. Can you continue the phrase? You can add what do you like? What topic do you like to give to your students? I do not hear.
I can write on this write by the teacher, yes, the teachers, and ask the student to remember.
Okay. I remember my first adventure. I remember my first date with my mom. I remember my first husband. There is second husband? No, joke. It's a joke. Okay. So these are common 6 activities that you can apply to your class. So hope you will really apply this and teach your students that writing is cool and fun. Okay, I think we don't have time to do this. So let's move on to next page. Tips on how to be a good writer. Okay, number 1, read. Okay, I will read it for you. So please listen. Tips on how to be a good writer. Number 1, read. Good writers read. It's that simple. Words are the lifeblood of great writing. There is no way to get good without lots of valuable input. How to be a good writer, teachers? How to be a good writer?
To be a good writer, I think
It's kind and learn
Okay, I just read number 1. How to be a good writer?
I think to be a good writer, I should read more and more newspapers, stories, and books.
Okay, so only one word to remind yourself how to be a good writer is to read. Yes, very good, Black. Read. How to be a good writer? Read. Oh, teacher, I'm lazy. I'm lazy to read many books. Then you don't have any idea. You don't want to become a good writer, then do not read. But if you want to be a good writer, then read many books as you can. Okay? Now, let's go to number 2. Get an editor. A good writer recognizes he needs help. He can't do this on his own. Neither can you. You need to get someone to critique your writing. Someone you trust. I suggest a peer editor for starters. Get an editor. Do you know someone who is an editor?
Journaling.
Journaling? Only me?
Yes.
Oh, what if I'm not your teacher anymore? Our course is already finished. Do you know someone who is editor? Yes, you can still message me on Facebook. I'm your editor. But I mean a Vietnamese editor, good in English.
Yes.
Do you know someone? Yes. Hopefully you have a friend who is Vietnamese, but she is very good in editor. I mean, he is good in editing. Okay? That is Vietnamese teacher Junarlin. Okay? But you can still message me if you want to check your writing. Okay? I would like to help you. Okay? That's for free. Okay?
Yeah.
So do not forget it.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Number 3, capture ideas. A good writer is constantly gathering creative input. Ideas are the inspiration for artists and writers. You need to have a system for collecting them. A great tool to help you do this is Evernote. Do you know Evernote?
Yes.
Yes, taking notes.
I think having
Okay. So capture. Yes, Black.
I think Evernote just mean you notice or you write what you think every day.
Yes, it's good to have your own notebook or small notebook because wherever you go, you put it inside your bag. Maybe you can have a new word in your day or a long sentence or maybe a quote or an inspiration message of any artist around you. So I always have my small notebook because sometimes I always talk to many people, even to my students. I keep notes because some ideas are really extravagant, very good help for me to teach to another people. So you can capture ideas from different people around or wherever you go. Okay, number 4, write every day. Do you write every day? Sometimes. I always write every day, teacher. I always write my name. Every day. Only our names. Write every day. This cannot be overlooked. It's essential. You can't get good without practice, even if only for a few minutes. You need to write every single day. Yes, that's why I asked you if you have someone who is a good editor to help you improve your English writings if you want to be a good writer. But I think you don't need someone because there is Google. You can check your sentence in Google. Mr. Google, your second husband. Okay, number 5. Rewrite. An essential part of writing is rewriting. Distilling the fluff down to some core content that will actually make a difference. This is hard but important. Stephen King calls the killing your darlings. And for good reason, it ain't pretty, but it's necessary. Okay, an essential part of writing is what? What is an essential part of writing?
Rewriting.
Are you okay, teachers? Fighting?
Rewriting.
Yes, rewriting. So, you can do rewriting with me. Yes, we did rewriting with your writing yesterday. I know, last week. Okay, number 6. Get inspired. Hard to explain, but there's a part of the writing process that is mysterious. You can't take full responsibility for what you create. A good writer knows how to avail herself to the muse. She knows inspiration is like breathing for the creative spirit. Okay, get inspired. Who is your inspiration, teachers? Who is your inspiration?
Journaling.
Why always me? You're really good jokers. Oh my gosh. Okay. Who are your inspirations? Your students, of course. Your husband, your children, or maybe the president of the Vietnam, or maybe an artist. Yes. Who is your favorite artist, Lucy? No, I don't know her.
Yes.
I want an English person. Do you know an English person in Hollywood? Who is your favorite artist? A very known artist.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Who is Taylor Swift?
I don't know.
Only knowing.
A singer in America who.
Okay, she's a singer.
Yes.
How can you have inspiration you don't know?
No.
Okay, Taylor Swift is a singer.
Yes.
So she is your inspiration because she is good in singing. She is good in writing songs. She is very popular nowadays.
Yeah.
Not really, maybe in the past. So what can you get from her if you do writing? Okay, let's have an example. Taylor Swift. How can you have her as your inspiration to do writing? Taylor Swift song. What is Taylor Swift song very famous?
I know some her previous song, but I forget it now because Taylor Swift is my daughter's favorite singer.
Ah,
Yes.
okay.
So I see her every day because and her songs every day because of my daughter.
All right.
And
So you can have, yes.
yes, and I know that she's famous for her own song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can have Taylor Swift as your inspiration because she is good in writing songs.
Yes.
So after you get inspired from Taylor Swift, you can observe how she wrote her songs.
Yes.
Okay? What are the ideas of her songs? What is the inspiration of Taylor Swift? Why she wrote many songs? So you can study the person, how the person get inspired by writing songs or stories. Yes, like that. So you are not only reading the author's writing, but you're also searching her life. Okay, that's how you get inspired. Yes. How about your students? How they get inspired by you? Some students, their inspirations is their teachers because they know their teacher, right? So you cannot get inspired to someone you don't know. So you don't know me, so do not get inspired by me. Joking. All right. Now I think this is the last one and we will have test later. Tips on how to be good writing teacher. I want to do this fast so that you will have your holiday soon. Very soon. I know you are very tired and you deserve a holiday with your family. Resting with them, right? Where do you like to go? What do you want to do in your vacation? Do you want to go to beach, swim, or go to the mountain, hike, or go to another country, visit, or just stay at home, wash the dishes, clean your clothes, your house, improve your garden? I think there are a lot to do in your holiday. Right? I will miss you soon. Okay, tips on how to be good writing teacher. Okay, I just want you to listen. I will only read for you, okay?
Yes.
Okay, number 1, measure progress and honor process. It is easy to become preoccupied with the piece a student is composing at any given time, focusing on ways to improve the writing and prepare it for publication. However, it's important to remember the philosophy of workshop teaching. Teach the writer, not the writing. Honor the process, not just the product. In our workshops, we want to teach towards independence. Therefore, students need to be taught in such a way that they internalize writing skills, not just be told to do them. Okay, I want you to prepare a sentence in number 1. After our break time, what do you understand in number 1? All right? So your 10 minutes break starts now. You can eat your snacks, go to comfort room, or play outside. Joke. just, just joking. Okay, take your break, teachers.
Yes.
10 minutes.
Yes, thank you.
You know this fruit?
Lychee.
Another fruit?
Lychee.
I do have
Lychee. Lychee.
Yes.
Ah, yes, I know that, but I haven't eaten that. Ah, yeah. Ah, yes, it's yummy. It's sweet.
Yes. Lychee.
Very cheap in Vietnam.
Lychee. Yes, it's lychee season. And it's
We grow in the garden.
Oh, that's awesome. Since this time is the season, I know it's very cheap.
many people that grow their self.
Oh, who brought that?
And
Ah, Teacher Lily.
Mới có lên
có camera. Của mình thầy ai? Thầy chứ.
Thank you, Teacher Moon. Yeah, enjoy eating. Fruits are healthy, said Teacher Lucy.
Yes.
She always eats fruits and vegetables.
Oh, wonderful.
I always eat vegetables and fruits, but I'm not fat. Why? I want to be fat, but I'm not fat. I always eat many food.
No, it's
Five cups of rice I eat every day.
mấy đừng có bài để họ chọn cái quần công nhận em mình thành việc cài là đúng 15 phút và đúng khi mình nó để người ta và cái bài tóc ăn xưa này xưa đâu để mà nhớ đấy bài đi đâu đó bài đi đâu có bài đi bài nán không bắt đầu thành đâu em giá rồi chết mà yêu bạn đi cái đâu mà tí đấy bạn học
It seems like we are in the market. I hear like we are in the market. People are shouting. I don't understand. Oh my god. Do not speak Vietnamese. You can speak Chinese and Japanese.
yeah.
You can speak Korean, Chinese, Japanese, not Vietnamese, okay? Do you want to hear a Japanese song?
Sorry.
Do you want to hear a Japanese song?
Japanese song.
Okay, I will sing for you. I'm not a good singer, but this song is for you.
Yeah.
Wait, searching. I'm shy. Okay, I will not sing.
Let's sing Japanese song.
Okay. Food. I think my voice is not good now. Oh, I will forward it in our chat box. Yes, I know it's delicious. I sent in our group chat the song,
Yeah.
Japanese song.
No, but we want to listen to you.
Okay. 二人の部屋の扉を閉めて思い出たちにさよなら告げたあれから半年の時がながらいてやっと笑えるのよ毎日忙しくしているわ新しい人生を私なりに歩いてるあなたに会いたくて会いたくて眠れる夜はあなたのぬくもりをそのぬくもりを思い出しそっと見閉じてみる Yeah! It's a bad my voice is not good.
The melody is so nice.
Yeah, I sent it to our group chat. the song. You can search it. It's a good song. Anata ni a itakute. Sayonara, goodbye.
Sayonara.
Yeah. Sayonara, goodbye. Yes.
Đó là câu nói tiếng Nhật.
What is goodbye in Vietnam?
Tạm biệt.
Tan bên?
Tạm biệt.
Tam bên.
Okay.
Xin chào.
Xin chào.
Chào.
Xin chào. Hello.
Xin chào.
Xin chào là đi luôn.
Xin chào.
Đây. Đây phải xin. Một đi ăn vải sữa.
Đồ lại cái mặt mà đi có chín quả đi ăn chín quả.
Đấy là đi đưa đi thôi mà ăn sữa cực. Mình cắt cá đâm đi vào tủ.
Quả thủ là cứ đi vô nhìn. Quả đấy đi ăn nhìn.
Đấy phải vừa đi một cái quả nhỏ này. Ở đấy ta để quả nhỏ nó xấu cả đôi quả dưới đây phải nó nói ra cơ bản phải ngay to quả cái mã xấu đây đâu còn nó cái quả này nó cứ cho một xíu bỏ lên cái cả một quả luôn vài nhỏ là chín vài nữa vài chín các quả đó hổ thua vài hổ ra vài hổ vài quả nó nên nó bắn nó phải nhỏ lên cái vài này rồi cho vài nó đỡ cho vài chín nó đến đâu cũng vậy.
San bên.
Tạm biệt.
Sam bên.
Tạm biệt. Tạm biệt. Xin chào.
Tam bên.
Tạm biệt.
Tam bên.
Tạm biệt.
Xin chào. Okay, so let's go back to number 1. Okay, what do you understand in number 1? Who can tell me? What do you understand in number 1?
I don't understand.
You don't understand?
I can't.
Oh my gosh.
I can't just free up.
This is a problem. You cannot finish online because you don't understand. It is easy to become preoccupied with a piece a student is composing at any given time, focusing on ways to improve the writing and prepare it for publication. However, it's important to remember the philosophy of workshop teaching. Teach the writer, not the writing. Honor the process, not just the product. Okay, you focus to the sentence. Teach the writer, not the writing. Honor the process, not just the product. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by number 1? Teach the writer, not the writing. Honor the process, not just the product. What do you mean by that? Measure progress and honor process.
That means when the teacher says or take students writing, the teacher should measure the process of learning, not just a product. Okay,
All right.
yes, and
Yes, very good. Okay, that's all, Teacher Jack. All right, so very good. So we measure the writer. Okay, we measure our students, not only the writing. Okay? So as what I have said a while ago, when I check your writing,
Yeah.
I also process your ideas, how you express your ideas through writing. Okay? Not how you are good in writing, but how you express your ideas through writing. So we honor, we respect, okay, the ideas of our students. Okay?
Yes.
Let's go to number 2. Stay organized and keep track. Okay, listen carefully. I will let you explain. Number 2. Assessments done. Conferences, got it. Wait, record keeping? How can we track students' progress in manageable ways so that we use data, not just collect it? It is easy to become overwhelmed by sheets of paper and stacks of folders, filing them away and not using them in our daily practice. By consolidating data gathered from writing assessments, you are more likely to use this information in your everyday teaching. For example, you might create a one-page spreadsheet recording students' names down the left-hand column and numerical scores across each row to quickly reveal patterns and trends, such as low-scoring students in the category of needs. You may instead choose to put students into boxes, grouped by common needs as determined by the categories of the rubric to plan for strategy lessons and conferences across the unit. Who can explain to me number 2? Stay organized and keep track. Please raise your hand if you want to try to explain number 2. Okay, teacher Lily, do you want to explain number 2?
I think it in class, teacher only is supposed to organize for students, not get the idea.
Okay. So after in number 2, this is already the application. Okay? This is after the writing of the students. So we don't only organize their ideas after their writing already checked. Their writing is already checked. After that, we keep record. Okay, we keep record of their writings. How? How we record your writings?
You record writing by the teacher can take notes about some mistake of the writing of student and classify them into one, two, or three for example, the first group, some students are good. Okay, the second group, some students at the medium level or
the other student at the beginner level, they have a common mistakes. Okay, and then when teaching writing, the teacher can make suitable plans for teaching students.
All right, very good, Teacher Black. Or also, we gather their writing, okay? So for example, for the first week, you have a writing activity, okay? So maybe as you English teacher, you prepare a folder, okay? Folder for writing. After, if you have activities for your writing, you gather it to their folder, okay? Because as a teacher, we do not only assess, okay? After we saw the errors, the mistakes, we also observe how they improve, okay, in their writings to those activities that they have kept in that folder. So always gather ideas, gather how they improve to their writing by keeping a record. Okay, so you have a separate folder for their writing, and you just put all the activities in writing there, and you can see how they are improved. Okay, so gather or collect their writing. Okay, it's like also in our activity, we also have a separate folder to gather their ideas. All right, number 3. Give students clear expectations using writing samples. Give students clear expectations using writing samples. Writing pathways includes leveled student samples as well as annotated writing developed using the progressions for opinions, information, and narrative writing. These both serve as incredible tools for classroom use. You may share student samples before launching a unit of study as a way to immerse your class in the upcoming genre. You might say, this is a piece by a kid just like you, who wrote an information book to teach all about a topic she knows a lot about. Soon you'll do this same kind of writing too. Or you may use these pieces as a way to collaborate with your class to think about strategies to apply to strengthen the piece. Similarly, you might use exemplar pieces in an inquiry lesson, studying the moves one writer made to tell his story, marking up the piece to invite kids to try these same strategies in their own writing. By doing this kind of work early on, you help clarify the high expectations you have and provide a visual tool to encourage students to challenge themselves across the unit. Okay, who can explain to me number 3? Try to explain. Who wants? I want another hand. Teacher Black is always talking. Okay, I want another teacher to explain. Number 3. Okay, Daisy, try.
Yes. I think this activity is when we want to elicit writing from students, we can give them an example. We say that this is a good writing or a friend writing or someone writing and tell students to do the same.
All right. So
Yes.
it's already said in number 3. Very good, Teacher Daisy. So use writing samples for them to follow. Or maybe you can have a note after they write. You can post a note or a comment after they have their writing. Okay, so that the very important thing, the student knows the expectation of their teacher. Okay, what to write and how to write. Okay, number 4. Helping students use checklists to self-assess and set goals. Okay, this is the last one. Across classrooms in districts near and far, teachers are unveiling checklists to help students self-assess and set goals. But they know this takes more work than passing out copies. First, it takes a clear message. You are the boss of your own writing. You are in charge. So like anything, this kind of work takes practice and kids will approximate. You'll want to incorporate use of the checklist into your mini lessons, demonstrating how to be thoughtful and honest as you self-assess. It will be important to reveal your own next steps to encourage children to admit their own next steps. Celebrate when students have discovered areas to work on, reminding them that this is how writers get stronger, turning weaknesses into strengths. Okay, who can explain number 4? Another hand, not Teacher Black, not Teacher Daisy. Who wants to try to explain number 4?
I think that in part for student practice writing and then the teacher don't correct their mistakes. The teacher let student check their writing and take notes and then put them in put the take notes in a folder and then after the process of learning the teacher let student check their techniques of the writing, and then the student can look at their mistake and process of writing, and then the teacher turn their weakness into strength.
All right. How about you, teacher Lucy? Do you have any idea of number 4?
Yes, I in this part, teacher may have students to introduce a checklist. Yes, and after the student can check their mistake by themselves, and they can
All right.
yes, they can accept their writing when they look at the techniques, and they can by themselves, and they should know what they right and what they wrong. Yes.
Okay. How about you, teacher Lily? What is your idea of number 4?
In this part, students can correct themselves and train to take notes. Their writing with stronger and with a quicker. And
All right.
the teacher can help students to make themselves and encourage them to look at their writing and notice their writing in the books of it.
All right. Very good. How about you, teacher Candy? What is your idea of number 4?
The same at the physical method as students improve the writing skill day by day. That the weakness are strong sense.
Okay. All right. And how about you, teacher Moon? What is your idea of number 4?
In the course for writing, teacher will be encourage the student check their self, and they can give the teacher can give the student some notice or some and they check an answer.
Okay. Well said, teachers. Very good. So, number 4, we teachers are the mentors, but our students are the boss of their writings. Okay? So, we always put in our minds that there should be a note taking, okay, during their writing. And as you check their writing, you give your notes to them, and then they keep it as to remind themselves while writing. Okay? As they will rewrite everything they wrote. Okay? So that's how writing is. What is the last one? It's gone. My writing is clean. Okay, that's the tips on how to be a good writing teacher. So I always tell you that we are not the boss of our students' writing, but we are only the teachers. We are here to teach. We're not here to change what they wrote. Teach the right way to write, okay? We are the mentors, but we are not the boss, okay? So that's how we encourage our students. We don't change the way they think, but we change the things that have to be corrected, the mistakes and errors of their work. Okay. Wow, that was the last part of our writing skills. We're all done there. Now we will have our first IELTS academic writing task 1. Do you have your own copy there?
Yes.
Okay. So this will only spend about 20 minutes. How many minutes do we have now? We only have 35 minutes left. Okay. So this time, I will know your writing skill through this test. Okay? Through this task of IELTS. So can you please read Teacher Lucy the instruction there? Okay, IELTS Academic Writing Task 1. Do you have there?
Writing test 1. Writing test 1.
IELTS Academic Writing Task 1.
No.
You don't have?
You got writing test?
Yeah, we don't have.
You don't have it.
This.
No, we don't have it. You don't have it.
Oh, really?
Yes, we don't have.
Check it again. This paragraph.
No, em có tổ hệ đi này. Không, don't have it.
No.
You can read all of them, but we can't have it.
Okay, I will send it to the Facebook and take picture. I want you to do this now because on Wednesday you will have another test because your score is needed.
We only have 69 pages.
Okay, I will send this to the Facebook, okay? Please check it.
No Wi-Fi.
Just share your phone to...
No Wi-Fi.
You don't have Wi-Fi?
Yes, no Wi-Fi.
Can you send it?
Oh. Okay, I think we have to... Oh, I already said...
Ready?
Yes.
You see it?
Yes.
Okay, please share. You should spend about 20 minutes on this task. So we only have 31 minutes left. The pie graph below show the result of a survey of children's activity. The first graph shows the cultural and leisure activities that boys participate in, whereas the second graph shows the activities in which the girls participate. Write a report describing the information shown in the two pie graphs. Write at least 150 words. How many words?
150 words.
Yes, you need to write 150 words. How many minutes?
20 minutes. 20 minutes.
Okay, so teachers, when you write it on your paper, I want you to take picture and send it. Okay? Send your report in these two pie graphs. Describe the information. Okay? Describe the information shown in the two pie graphs. Okay? What do you observe? So I will only give you 20 minutes. So you should be done for 50. The time now is 4:30 in Philippines. So you should be finished at 4:50 and send it to me. Okay? No questions? Okay, teachers, this is test. So you are not allowed to search in Google because the information you have to describe is in the pie graph. Okay? So get the information from the pie graph in 150 words. I know this is not good test. I don't like this test, but you have to take this test in order for you to give me the score in IELTS. Okay? Your time is running. You have to send it to me after this class. Yes, teacher Lucy?
Yes.
It's difficult.
We have some difficulties in this writing. If we
Okay.
writing about our ideas about some topic, it's easy. But yes, but in this kind of writing, we for a long time we don't have this text, so we don't know how to write, how to blend writing. We don't know how any way to write. Very difficult.
Okay.
Yeah, you should teach us before we are writing.
I will teach you.
We don't know
Before you write.
and the organize. We are not learning. We are not
The organization of writing.
right.
Do you want me to teach you the organization of writing?
It is about an IL writing, but we can't remember the form, organize, and the word to describe in this that chance.
Okay. So actually, in this test, we already discussed the organization of writing. Okay, the types of writing. Okay, the important thing here is how you describe the information given by you. So of course, in your writing, there is introduction. So you can have the idea, the bold letters. Okay, can you see it?
Yes.
Look at your copy. The pie graphs below show the result of a survey of children's activities. The first graph shows the cultural and leisure activities the boys participate in, whereas the second graph shows the activities in which the girls participate. Okay, wait, I will give you the... Okay, here.
Let us start.
The important of your writing is the introduction, the body of paragraphs, and the concluding paragraph. Because this is only describing. Okay, they're describing the pie graph you see. So there is also comparison. You compare the boy cultural and leisure activity, and the second one, you compare the girls cultural and leisure activities. Okay, describe the information given. So I am expecting you to write the introduction first. What do you observe in your writing? Okay, what do you observe in your writing? After you give the introduction, get the supporting details. Write the supporting details you see in the pie graph. Wait.
The introduction drawing about the different
Okay, I will give you tips. I will give you tips on how to write. Wait for a while. Okay, teachers, in your introduction, write 1 to 2 sentences. Okay? You're right there. Write 1 to 2 sentences of your introduction. What am I looking at? Okay, here. What am I looking at? What are you looking there in the test? What are you looking? You're looking Okay, there is a guide question for you before you write. What am I looking at? I am looking a pie graph. 2 pie graphs, right? Yes?
Yes, 2 pie.
Okay, so in your introduction, write 1 to 2 sentences. So here, this bold is already given to you. You can write it as your introduction. The paragraphs below show you can write this as your introduction. Okay? Okay, you can write your opinion, conclusion, analysis, inference, prediction, explanation. Explanation. Okay, write 1 to 2 sentences of your introduction. What am I looking at? That is your guide question before you write. And you can write your opinion, your conclusion, analysis, inference, prediction, or explanation. Okay? It can be your introduction of your writing. So this is an example. You can see the bold letters there, the bold words written. The bold words written can be your introduction because this shows your conclusion. Okay? The bold words. The bold words. Okay, you see it? Do you see it? Yes. So it can be your introduction. Okay? Sometimes, if you do the writing, if you see a title in it, a title can be your introduction. Okay? You can make a conclusion to your introduction. What do you see? What am I looking at in the given table or a given paragraph or any graph? What is the title showing to me? So that's how you start your writing. That's how you are guided to your writing. Okay? So write first your introduction there. Okay, beat. Okay, I will remind you teachers, because you are given a pie graph, teachers, you are given a pie graph, so do not give meaning, okay? But just give the fact, okay? Write the information you get. Write the information you get, the facts. Not the meaning. Write the information you get from the pie graph, okay? The facts, not the meaning. Okay. Okay. In your 150 words, teacher, what do you think? How many paragraphs in 150 words?
Three main paragraph.
Okay, teachers. If you only write 150 words, do only 2 body paragraphs.
2.
Okay? 2. The first is introduction. Okay? The 1 to 2 sentences. But your body paragraphs are only 2.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. 2 body paragraphs. Just take note of this.
Whole report is mean that there are four parts, four paragraphs in the right lesson 1 to 2. And in body paragraph. Phân tích của mấy đoạn. Đây là mình chỉ biết cái đoạn hả? Bạn có yêu cầu việc này không anh?
Okay. Observe the 2 paragraphs and look to their similarities and differences. It can help you to make your body paragraphs. Okay, teachers, since I love you all, I will give you this as homework.
Homework?
Okay? Yes. But I want you to write it carefully. Okay, follow my directions. Since this is your first time in IELTS. Okay? Since I love you all, I will give this test to you as homework. Okay?
Yeah.
So please take note of what I chat.
Yes.
Okay? Please take note. Summarize the information by selecting the main features and make comparisons where relevant. So it can help you. These are guided. These are guide information for you to write. How to describe pie charts. Please take note of this. Do not write many specific numbers or details, only general information. And there you will have comparisons. What are the relevance? Okay, what are the same information you got from the two pie graphs? Please take note what I send to you. Never paraphrase the name of your chart. Okay, teachers, did you write what I sent to you? Did you write? Did you take note of what I sent? Okay, please take note because this is your homework so that you are guided what to write. Okay? Can you see what I chat? There are many ways to find key features. Number one, search. Okay, teachers, did you take note? Okay, these are guided things that you are aware, that you should be aware of when you start writing this test. Okay, how to describe a pie graph. All right, so this will be your homework. It's okay, if you have questions, you can chat me, okay? Because we don't have enough time.
Yes.
Yes. I want to teach you in this IELTS writing because maybe someday you will take IELTS. Okay?
After this writing, you should give a model how to write this chart. Please imagine the way to write and the word overnight to write this kind of report.
Đang có áo không?
Áo.
Đây đi chọn. Em gọi trong mạng nè. Một phim giờ hỏi số gì? Tìm. Còn cái gì coi cái cái thấy.
Bây giờ bên tải máy TV bên đi đây đi dài bên chấm giờ tơi là lại xem
mình không cần tơi gọi đó cái chỗ trong màn hình gọi chưa ai ta
nói đó là họ họ lấy lá mở được YouTube đó thì họ mở tơi để lại gọi
hơi về còn đây cho mua đi
anh đi chơi nó đi teacher
trong cái
nên
ra
nói cô sẽ có thăm thì
ở đây trong cái ra
có xe lên cái nhóm cô này có cần hỏi gì thì hỏi
chơi
là chọn cái bài thôi được